cells after the High Court denied them a cash bail. The 47, who include the Principal Secretary, Public Service and Youth Affairs, Mrs. Lilian Mbogo Molo, who is receiving treatment at Kenyatta National Hospital Private Wing, were denied the bail by Judge Hedrick Ongundi on grounds that they don't have solid reasons for them to be given a bail. On top of that, Judge Ongundi stated that the case the 47 are linked to involve a serious economic matter which affects the general public, hence they cannot be given a bail.
2014, 15 and 20.
As that unfolds, the Health Cabinet Secretary Cecil Kariuki and her public service counterpart Margaret Kobia, who worked at the Youth Service, failed to appear before the Parliamentary Accounts Committee to answer questions about the scandal that happened under their tenure.
A large number of them.
This comes 2 days after the Ngirita family, who are key suspects in the NYS scandal, alleged that the lead investigator in the NYS saga, Julius Muya, has close business dealings with the Ngiritas, an issue experts says it might affect the outcome of the case. The 47 suspects, including 3 family members from the Ngiritas, will know their fate on Tuesday the 19th if the court shall grant them a cash bail or not. Kelvin Ogome, KUTV.
27.
Well, thank you, Kelvin Ogome. Moving on, Deputy President William Ruto has decried the high cost of land in Nairobi County. Addressing delegates at the launch of the National Land Use Policy at the KICC, Ruto termed the cost of land in the city as abnormal and the country needs a clear guideline to deal with the challenge. The Deputy President added that other challenges arising from poor land management and abuse and degradation of riparian land and water towers and the emergence of informal settlements. Some of the key guidelines in the policy are on issuance of titles on the basis of approved physical development plans, provision of legal security of tenure in informal settlements, setting up an inventory of all land users in the country, and establishing effective physical planning structures at the county level.
The lack of a vision, mediocre planning, and incompetence are a threat to our development and progress, the same way theft and corruption are a threat to our planning and to our progress. And therefore, incompetence, poor planning, lack of a vision are things we must tackle so that we can put our development and our progress on a firm and solid foundation for us to move the country.
Moving on, 2 watchmen were last night killed in Mumbani area along Machakos Kangundo Road by alleged thugs who attempted to raid a restaurant. Machakos OCPD Joseph Tanei confirmed the incident, adding that 1 suspect had already been arrested. He urged the public to give any information that will help with the arrest of the remaining culprits. The killing comes hot on the heels of an almost similar killing of 7 watchmen who were killed in Mitaboni area.
Asubuhi wa leo, Good Samaritans wamekuja kwetu wakatueleza kwamba wamepata mili za watu wawili walikimbia mpaka pale na askari zangu TCIO na DAPC, na tukathibitisha kwamba watu wawili ambao ni watchmen Desert Rose walikuwa wameuawa na wakafunikwa pale. Tumefaulu kushika moja ya suspects na tunaendelea na uchunguzi.
Tunaomba tu serikali at least iangalie hii mambo na ishughulikie, na wawe kuwe na askari wa patrol wawe wakiangalia watu wetu.
Now, the decision by the Court of Appeal to nullify the election victory of Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua is said to have scuttled his plans for the 2022 presidential race, as well as his ambition to lead the combination. As our political affairs reporter Irene Mwangi informs us, unless the Supreme Court rules in his favor, his political plans come 2022 might be dealt a big blow.
Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua, who also dabbles as Maendeleo Chapcha party leader, is well known for his political theatrics. The fight for Machakos gubernatorial seat between him and Wavinya Ndeti has seen him lose his election victory after the Court of Appeal ruled that election results as declared in the August 8th polls failed the constitutional test.
We are filing the notice of appeal today, and it will go to the Supreme Court immediately.
Mine, I'm putting my appeal to God. Oh, yes. God is the most supreme. Oh, yes.
If they do hear Mutua's case, lawyers tell me that the appellate court, the appeal court, was very clear on the reasons why they nullified that election, and apparently it's a very watertight and very solid ruling. So all indications do show that the county of Machakos might have to have a by-election.
Machakos governor will now have to do what it takes to ensure that the court rules in his favor, since it is his last term in office and he has set his eyes in the big seat come 2022.
If Mutua loses a by-election in Machakos County, he cannot even imagine for running for deputy president or deputy anything, or even president in 2022.
The real situation, however, is that this battle is not between him and Wavinya Ndeti alone, but also Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka. Governor Mutua, for a few years now, has been fighting tooth and nail to prove he's a better option to the combination than Kalonzo Musyoka.
Kalonzo Musyoka does want to maintain his status as a kingpin, and the truth of the matter is it would be to his benefit if Wavinya is able to unseat Alfred Mutua, because you then get rid of any competition for 2022.
In 2016, Mutua branded his party Chap Chap to reprove Kalonzo Musyoka for his so-called lukewarm approach to politics in the country, and since then he has been trying to woo the combination as well as prove his supremacy.
The things that he's done in the county have been more for TV and for social media than they have been real on the ground. And the truth is, if those things have not been real, then he's going to lose the election. And if he loses the election, that will be the biggest voice of the Kenyan people saying that your Maendeleo Chap Chap is not real.
Further from that, his ambition for the presidency come 2022 does not sit well with Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka and Deputy President William Ruto due to the Kamba vote. The Maendeleo Chap Chap leader has begun visiting various counties to market himself ahead of 2022 and grow his influence in the corridors of power.
Hata mimi nimeamua ya kwamba 2022 nitajitupa hapo kwa debe nimenyane na wengine niitishe kiti ya urais.
For Charity Ngilu and Kalonzo Musyoka in the event of an Alfred Mutua win, so it complicates matters for them in terms of how then do they position themselves should they want to run for office in 2022. But it does give credence to those people who will be running outside of that region, because then you can imagine I bring one of these to my fold and then I have a third of the Kamba vote.
A section of Wiper leaders, however, have poured cold water in his presidential ambition, claiming he does not stand a chance, and this is the end for him since his victory will also be nullified at the Supreme Court.
Kalonzo Musyoka, even from the beginning, from the initial point, is already in trouble. He is not seen to be part of the handshake. He's not seen to be able to maneuver NASA from the grips of Raila Odinga. It seems like Raila Odinga is still the kingpin. So Alfred Mutua is not the death knell of Kalonzo's career, but he could well be the straw that broke the camel's back.
The ruling that the Supreme Court will make is said to be the icebreaker, which can either be a major blow to his ambition or propel him to greater heights politically. Should we have a by-election and Mutua wins, he will have outdone Kalonzo's party in the Ukambani region. Irene Mwangi, KUTV, Nairobi.
Well, thank you, Irene Mwangi. She will definitely inform us about how that particular story develops. But in a quick rejoinder, Ekalakala MCA Stephen Mwangi has moved a motion to the County Assembly in Machakos County, seeking the county speaker to take over the office of the governor after a court of appeal nullified the victory of Governor Alfred Mutua. The MCA said that if the governor went to the Supreme Court, then he would have supplied the House with a letter showing that there was an ongoing case so that the Speaker should take over as per the Constitution. 43 MCAs supported the motion out of 59, but after some misunderstanding, the MCAs walked out of the House in protest.
That Machakos County remains without a governor, and the Court of Appeal decision remains as at now, because we have the House has not yet got any information or any report that has been held or he has appealed anywhere. So as at now is that the Assembly Speaker should take over from the office of the governor until further notice or until elections are held in Machakos County.
Well, away from Machakos County politics, in what can be termed as protecting the aesthetic value of Nairobi County and easing up on congestion, boda riders are now expected to operate outside the CBD, a move that has elicited criticism, terming the move malicious. Here's Ann Masharia with more details.
A showdown is looming between boda riders and the county government. This is despite arrest and tough talk from City Hall. The Sonko-driven county government banned all matatu operators from using CBD. But the operators are yet to abide to the recent ban and directive. This is in sharp contrast with their matatu counterparts who have now steered clear of the central business district. Just days after Nairobi County officers arrested 60 boda riders in the town centre for flouting traffic rules. According to the self-employed operators, Governor Sonko's move interferes with their business and that he should be ready to pay for their outcry come 2022.
Sonko amekuja akatutumia sisi watu wa pikipiki. Alitufuel pikipiki tukamtembeza Nairobi mzima. Mimi niko young sana na nataka maisha ya kuishi. Miaka yangu si ya kusumbuliwa na serikali na kanjo. The same time kunguni zinaniuma nyumbani. Natoka kwa Tiagas Town na rudi nyumbani umwe na kunguni junalia juu ya pikipiki.
Na hii ndio kazi ambayo inanisaidia mimi. Mimi nimeenda shule na hakuna kazi. Nimeandika mabarua zote kwa ofisi zote za hii Nairobi lakini sijaipata kazi. Nimeanza kazi yangu. Sidhulumu mtu, sipigi mtu, lakini kwa nini ninaumizwa bure? Asif mimi sio Mkenya. In fact, sisi mabodaboda kwa hii nchi, we are like foreigners.
Some of them having a different opinion on the issue.
Niko na watoto 6. Sijaibia mtu. Niko na bibi wawili. Sasa una expect nifanye nini? Mimi niende nianze kupiga watu ngeta. Nimechukua loan. Pikipiki nalipa. Kila siku mimi nalipa shilingi 500 pikipiki. Hiyo pikipiki inafaa ilipwe loan. Nikidefault itakuja kuchukuliwa. Unatuambia tutoke CBD. Na hiyo ndio mahali tumezaliwa. Unataka sisi tuende wapi?
In the new set of rules developed by the county administration in conjunction with the Boda Association, the riders' operation have been limited to the periphery of the CBD. They are not to go past Railway Bus Station, Globe Cinema Roundabout, OTC Stage and Uhuru Park.
Kama wanataka tusaidiane, tuongee, watuelezee vile wanataka na wakatafuta wale watu wameiba huko. Kuna watu wengi wana kesi wanameiba pesa mingi. Mimi ni 100 tunabeba na kuambia unakuja tunakubaliana na beba 100. Wewe 100 unataka kunitafuta uchukue hongo kwangu. Nitafanya nini?
Instead, the riders can only access Kirinyaga Road, University Way, Uhuru Highway, Haile Selassie and Racecourse Road. As part of the new rules, the riders are required to have licenses and identification badges and wear branded reflective jackets bearing their membership numbers. They are also required to carry just one passenger, to stay off pavements, stop at traffic lights, ensure the motorcycles and all adhere to other rules. Boda riders will also not be stopped by uniformed officers unless the officers are in the company of their ununiformed. They are also required to carry one passenger, to stay off pavements, stop at traffic lights, ensure their motorcycles and adhere to all other rules. Ann Masharia, KUTV.